So this presentation is going to be over water-soluble vitamins versus fat-soluble vitamins. The question being answered today is explain why you would be far less likely to experience an excess of water-soluble vitamins compared to fat-soluble vitamins in the context of the characteristics of polar and nonpolar substances. But before we get into that, let's talk about what vitamins really are. So vitamins are organic molecules, which means they're made up of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon. There's 14 that are essential for growth and development, and each vitamin has its own function in the body. And there are two types of vitamins. There's water-soluble vitamins, which readily dissolve in water, making them polar molecules. So polar molecules are hydrophilic, which means they are water-loving, which explains why water-soluble vitamins dissolve so easily in water. They're excreted through the body daily, which is why you need a daily intake of these vitamins. Some examples are ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, thiamine, and riboflavin. The second type of vitamins is fat-soluble vitamins. These are nonpolar molecules that are soluble in fat. So nonpolar molecules are hydrophobic, which are water-fearing molecules, which explains why they do not like the water. They would prefer fat, which explains why they reside in body fat. They can be toxic if your levels are too high, and your body only uses them when it needs it. Examples are vitamin A, D, E, and K. The toxicity of fat-soluble vitamins normally comes from an excess form of supplements. It can be very dangerous. Vitamin A can lead to birth defects if if a pregnant woman is taking too much of them. Vitamin D can lead to hypercalcemia, issues with the kidneys. Vitamin E can lead to excess and bleeding. And vitamin K, even though it's rare, it can lead to jaundice and anemia in newborns. Now, to answer the question, why is an excess of water-soluble less likely than an excess of fat-soluble? As mentioned before, water-soluble vitamins, they're easily excreted through the body. They're filtered out through our kidneys and are excreted on a daily basis through our urine, which there's a smaller chance of a buildup, which is a smaller chance of toxicity, which isn't to say that it is not possible, because it is, but it just doesn't happen as often as fat-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins can stay in the body up to 6 months. They're stored mainly in fat around the liver, and your body only uses it when it needs it, which explains why if you were to take, since they're nonpolar, if you have a daily intake of these vitamins in high levels, and you already have a storage of them in your body, it can be very dangerous. And that is my presentation on why water-soluble is less likely to be toxic than fat-soluble vitamins.